Hey you guys, what's going on today? This is your friend and internet pal, Su, back with some more Civilization. Now this is our fourth attempt, and you'll have to forgive me if I'm not so jokey and jocular, jubilant, whatever J word you are thinking of during these playthroughs, because this game has become a little bit serious for me. I have kind of maybe what you might call a little bit of an obsession because I can't win. Causing me to lose sleep. It's causing me to curse vociferously into the microphone and then put it on the internet. I know it's a horrible affliction, but I'm going to be a little bit serious about this playthrough. I'm going to definitely be attacking in this playthrough because if you'll notice, like what happens, and this is something I've realized about all my playthroughs. I'm always on the bottom militarily, and then I just let that little disparity build and build and build, and I don't do anything about it. Meanwhile, my enemies are surrounding me, and they just end up having so much power they just take me. I need to strike first, is what I'm reckoning on. So that's kind of what's going to be happening. I might lose this scout over here. If I recall correctly, there's a barbarian maybe on this stone. I really want that ruin, but it would probably mean losing my scout. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Might wait till he gets leveled up a little bit. We've met a lot of city-states, so I'm going to be working really hard on keeping city-states happy and liking me and not letting all these city-states fall to the other civs, because then once they declare war on me, I'm basically screwed. That's what happened last game. Let's head up this way a little bit. I'd like to get on top of that hill next turn. For city spots, I've already chosen two. Probably this hill right here. Probably this spot right here. And then I was even thinking maybe a tundra city down here because there are so many valuable resources around. 2 luxuries. So I'm thinking those are my 3 expansion spots thus far that I've chosen. And it doesn't look like I have too much competition for them. I'm going to let him heal, and then I may go after that. We got some more mountains here to the north. We could head through the jungle, but let's not. I know there's not going to be any ruins around here because, of course, Songhai would have popped them already. I don't really know much about Songhai's personality. I don't know much about Venice's personality either. I'm just going to kind of be winging it. I also want to hang around Quebec City a little bit because they're having barbarian problems. So I may like loop back around and see if there's a barbarian unit I can kill. Meanwhile, Seoul is still a ways off from its next growth. And we're working these 2 wheats, but they're both on plains, I just realized, and that's why they're not actually producing that much more food. But this granary is going to help that out a whole lot, as will a worker. When we get the worker ready, it's still going to be a little while. Hopefully we pop some horses. I'm really, really hoping that we pop some horses. Like we got that wine tile. It's not worth much, really. It's just a little extra added gold. Not a huge deal for us, really. Not at this juncture, anyway. Maybe later it will be. Yeah, I'm probably going to loop around and see if I can find a barbarian to kill. After all, we do have these spearmen. Spearmen are okay.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out.
Alright, so hopefully we've got some. Yes, we do. Alright, excellent. So that'll be the next tile we get. That's what I was hoping for. So we also have another one. We're going to reach that. 1, 2, 3. Yep, so we'll have 2 horses. Horses are good tiles. They add production value, so I don't know why this is just showing 1 food, 1 production. It should be 1 food, 2 production, shouldn't it? I think so. Sometimes it doesn't update. Alright, big decision time. Let's see what our options are. I'm going to think about this for a minute. I find that thinking about things for a minute is often better than just clicking. So, archery for some early kind of defensive units. Maybe those barbarian camps. You know, if I get some missions for those, I'm going to want archers to be able to take them out. So that's important, prioritizing city-states. Mining, I do have some hills, but we're not going to have a worker out for another 20 turns, so we can get mining after. Trapping would certainly be nice, but we don't have any deer around our capital, so probably hold off on that. Writing is always really good, especially with Korea, because we are a kind of tech-based civilization. Calendar, of course, for our 2 luxury resources both require calendar. and sailing. So those are our options. Just right off the bat, I feel like archery is going to be our best bet. How much does an archer cost? An archer is 60. What's our production like? Let's just see. Sorry, I know I'm playing very slowly here, but that would take 10 turns. And we really need a worker and a shrine. We're probably not going to build that archer for at least... I'm definitely going worker next. Definitely. And then I would probably do an archer and then a shrine. Probably. So that's all, right there. I mean, we're going to grow. And we will maybe be able to work... Well, these horses should have 2 hammers, first of all. I don't know why they don't. In fact, I'm going to check the Wikipedia here. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it. Because planes have 1 hammer, and horses add a hammer, so it should be 2 hammers. I don't know why it's not. Anyway, I wouldn't build a library before I'd build the archer, I don't think. And I don't think I'll be close to being unhappy by the time... I mean, the only reason to improve the wine and stuff is to be happy. These guys are going to be improved first, definitely. I think I'm going to go archery, because I really want to get the city-states on my side early and try to keep them that way. And there are plenty of places where I could go, and I can start getting archers to be higher level in experience, which is something that I have kind of neglected in the past. I need to always be farming experience. We get to adopt a policy now. I mean, this is kind of useless for us at the moment. This is also kind of useless for us at the moment. But this one has the benefit of leading to legalism, which when we do get ready to expand is really helpful. Let's do that. Because I'll probably go granary, worker, archer, and then settler. Probably something like that. See if we can find a unit to kill around Quebec City. Quebec, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't see any barbarians around you. Oh, you've dropped the quest, have you? Well, okay then. Maybe we'll head down here and help our scout. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll get a little experience from these guys. If they do pop a quest, we'll go after it, but otherwise I'll leave it there. Okay, the Venetian scouts are ahead of us, so no ruins this way. We might just try this. I mean, we might die, but I feel like it could be something really good, and my scouts are not... Oh, they didn't even attack me. 30 faith. That's going to help us get a Pantheon. We might get attacked here, but it's no big deal. Looks like we'll get out of it alive. No problem. Yeah, kill their scouts. Screw Venice. Alright, now we did get attacked. We're going to run far, far away. Probably back into these woods. I'm concerned there may be a unit over there. So he's going to go there. Alright, what can we do to get more faith? Well, we have wine and incense. Copper, iron, and salt resources. We kind of have our pick. Let's see. Wine and incense. Boom. That's it. That's the one. So those are going to be great tiles. Soul has grown, actually. I didn't realize that. Okay, just grew. So do we want him working this tile for some early culture, early religion? I guess it's going to make our growth a lot slower. We're 1 turn away to this horse. Actually, this is our best option for growth. We don't have any 2 food tiles right now. We're going to want to switch it to this tile, though. The extra hammer is just super useful. Anyway, our granary's almost done, so that growth is not going to be there for very long. That low amount of growth. Alright. Thus far, I'm pretty happy with things. This is Quebec. Yeah, they want us to kill barbarian units, but I don't see any. I think there was one out there, so let's go see if we can deal with him. Alright, you guys are going to fortify until healed. Hopefully they'll attack the Songhai Scout. Alright, we got our horses. Let's take a look. I mean, that's 1 extra hammer that I could have. But I'd be sacrificing 2 gold, 1 culture, and 1 faith. Why don't we let the granary finish, and then we may decide to change it up. I mean, an extra hammer right now would be really useful, but so is the culture and faith, honestly. We can get this building, and then, I mean, not building, but, you know, whatever you call it, social policy, and then we can get landed elite and monarchy, which are both pretty good. I mean, this one's really good, and then the whole set's pretty damn good too, so. Yeah. So where's this unit invading your territory? Is it this guy? I mean, does the fact that he's in his base means I'd have to take over the base to kill him, and I would lose the possible future quest to take out the base. I tell you what, why don't you just kind of skirt around? Well, they're in your way right now. You just waste your turn. We do need to be scouting more, though, so I may build another scout at some point, but you know, right now, there's so many things that have to get done. This granary is taking forever. It's almost done. The worker's 15 turns. Let's just see how much quicker it would go with 8. 14 turns, it's 1 turn difference. For sacrificing all of that, that's, you know, 15 turns of culture. That's 15 turns of faith, so I think we probably just go with what we've got. I did change it back, didn't I? Yeah, okay. And once that granary pops, our growth will be much faster, so we'll be able to do both very soon. Alright, see if you can find us a unit to kill. I'm probably wasting too much time with my scouts here, but I really, really want to make the city-states love me. Maybe if I go there, he'll attack me. But I need to get my scout. Oh, shit. We're gonna have to flee. I may need to go down there with my spearmen eventually. But we got archery, so that is probably going to be prioritized at some point, like before a settler. Well, I don't know. Now that we've got the granary, it's only 7 turns to growth. So we're going to want that settler pretty fast. But an archer's 9 turns, and we could do a lot of good with that archer. Plus, we're going to need someone to escort the settler. I mean, we're going to go here first, right? I think that's what I decided. Right to this tile, because I'll have... be on a river, I'll have a mountain, I'll have more wine to sell. I'll have access to this wheat in the future, I'll have bananas, and I'll have gems. I mean, that's a pretty sweet tile. It does have a little bit of desert, but it also has a lot of production, and it's on a hill, so... grassland hills are really good, too. You can do a farm on them. I mean, it's right next to a river. Those are pretty sexy, honestly. And then I could pop mines on some of these other hills. This is a hill. The banana's a hill. The diamond's going to get a mine, obviously. So that's going to be a pretty sexy city for production. I mean, this one's not going to be bad either. And this one down here is going to be mostly for resources, but... I mean, it's not going to be a bad city. It is going to be kind of bad. It doesn't have a river. If it had a river, it might be salvageable, but I don't know. It would be a shame if we built all of our cities on this coast, and then it turns out this is a landlocked sea, and then this is the main sea. I'm a little bit worried about that, honestly. Because we are planning a city here and a city here. But I don't know how we would figure that out unless we rush sailing, get a trireme out. That's not going to happen before we settle, but it might happen before we settle those next 2 cities. So that's intriguing. Calendar is also going to be important because our happiness will decrease by quite a bit when we make that second city, and we're going to want those luxuries. Writing is always a priority, but is it the top priority right now? Probably not. Mining, I can't see the use for right now. So, the wheel is always useful. I mean, we are on a We are on a river. Pretty damn good building. I'm tempted to go with sailing, but I'm going to kind of do the safe thing for my happiness and go with calendar, because I have these 2 resources that I need to work and that I can totally improve, so... Yeah, I knew this guy was supposed to have 2 hammers. I don't know why it doesn't have them until it comes into your kingdom, but so be it. Still looking for an enemy here that's not inside his base. Hopefully we can run away and start scouting to the west, which is what we need to do. Still don't see anybody around. I guess he's... Okay, we've got some new quests, actually. I didn't really realize. We're at 2 social policies, of course. Wonder what the tech's at. Let's see. Do World Fact Book. I saw Marbazir doing it this way instead of looking at the graph. He does, like, military manpower. Okay, so you can see we're at the bottom, but not by a whole lot. And then you can see technologies. Most people have 9, only have 4. Of course, you're going to be behind at this point in the game. When you're playing on this difficulty level, it's to be expected. Okay, so let's see what these city-states are wanting from us now. This is Kiev. They're wanting us to defeat military units, which, if we get that archer, we might be able to do. This is probably not going to happen for us, but we'll certainly try. We want to be the one to discover the most. And they want jewelry in your trade network. I don't even know how to go about getting jewelry. I really don't. Jewelry is something you have to get from a city-state, correct? So unless there's another city-state that actually has it, this guy has incense. Kiev has horses and gold. Yeah, I don't see that incense happening. I mean the jewelry happening, but we'll certainly try. Ores of Soul continue to grow. Plains are okay, man. At least I have some production going on, you know. I prefer grassland usually. We do have some grassland over here. This one actually touches the river. It'll be a nice tile. Our gold's doing pretty well. Alright, so I say what we do is probably bring this spearman back over here to deal with whatever units are going to be over there, and also to scout. And then we'll also be moving our scout back there pretty soon, so as long as we can avoid being tracked down by the barbs. We'll want to take out these camps, but not without a quest. What's the point of that, except to get experience? Which is important. Alright, new social policy. Right on time. New culture buildings. Free culture buildings. And it's going to lead to these 2 things in 23 turns, which is pretty excellent. Scout your way over here. I might stop for a second and heal him up. You're going to give me gold per turn for an embassy. Well, I mean, you should already kind of know where I am. Can I get 2 gold per turn? Okay, it's not bad. One from other civilizations. I thought he said 2. Got it for 1. I must have forgotten to press the counter propose button. That's really dumb. Alright, well, you know, at least I learned from that mistake. Quebec City wants horses. That I can do, Quebec City. That I can do in about 8 or 9 turns. So I'll keep that in mind. Make Quebec happy early on. Get a little bonus from them. There's a barb camp here. I might farm it for a little... No, it's gone. Venice dealt with it. Okay, where is Venice anyway? Venice is protecting Sidon. Okay. Sidon's up there. Pantheon founded in Venice. Kiev seeks a great admiral. That may be difficult if I'm on a landlocked sea, but if I'm not... I wonder if I'm allied with Sofia, does that mean I have access to a canal city? I think it does, actually. I think I can use that as a canal city to get to the other side. I'm pretty sure about that. But not 100%. See what's over here. Alright, Soul. Growing up so fast. Let's just take a closer look here. Yeah, we want these horses to be worked now. That is going to slow down growth a little bit, but there are no 2 food tiles to even choose from, so this is clearly the best tile. The only other even fathomable option would be this one, and while that would be certainly nice, I like the extra hammer a little bit too much. That brings us to 9 hammers, which is pretty good early production, especially for not even having a worker out yet. And we are at 4 citizens, which is when I typically would build a settler. When I build a settler, I'll move this to get the extra gold and stuff, because food is not important, obviously, at that point. Other than that, I probably won't make any changes. 14 turns is not bad. It would be super nice to get the archer first. But I've got to be concerned that maybe Venice is over here thinking about stealing this spot. I don't think Sidon's capable. I mean, why do I keep calling him Sidon? Songhai is capable of that, but you never know. I'm going to call that a video, and I'm going to reflect on everything very slowly and methodically and come back at this fresh tomorrow and keep trying to play very methodically and deliberately so that perhaps, just perhaps, I can affect some kind of victory. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Dalsu with Dalsu Plays. Like, subscribe, give me moral support. I would really appreciate it. Anonymous internet strangers. See you next time.